Hello and welcome to the best space game, Lone Echo. Lone Echo was actually one of the first VR games I tried to play, but because I had a shit computer, I wasn't able to. And now that I actually have a decent PC, I finally lived my dream of being weightless. Fat people can relate. Before we begin, I also just want to say how impressive the graphics are for a game that came out in 2017. I mean, it's still competing with the games that are released today, 5 years later. But without further ado, let's get into the review. The story starts with you being turned on. No, not like that. You're an android. Specifically, you're the unit called Echo 1, a service unit for Captain Olivia Rhodes, who's chosen to name you Jack.
Worked that one out on your own, did you?
I failed to see how sarcasm was going to help.
Sorry, can't help it. Part of my wily British charm.
You're British? I don't have a knife.
Resist!
After running the calibration sequence, aka the tutorial, you wake up to Olivia on comms with the higher-ups, informing her that you will no longer be joining her when she changes space station to Cyrus, whereas you will become the captain of your current space station, the mining station called Cronus 2, orbiting Saturn.
In a few days, you'll be Captain Jack.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Congratulations, Captain Jack.
Then an anomaly appears in the distance, causing malfunction on both you and Cronus 2. And see what? Oh, that thing. That thing all the way over there.
Affirmative, I see it.
The malfunction has knocked out the oxygen garden, cargo bay and core containment. During the garden fix, we receive our laser cutter, able to cut sheets of metal open to access circuitry or other instruments. In the cargo bay, some of the cargo has been unsecured, flying all about the place, so we resecured. As we enter the core containment chamber, we receive our scanner, able to scan for information as well as radiation. With this, we receive our radiation shield as well. We use the scanner to locate the defect power sources and then proceed to shoot them. It's also where I died for the first time, because radiation do the hurt. You reconnect to an inactive Echo 1 unit and can then find our own dead shell. We need to find out what the anomaly is, so I opt in to getting up close to scan it. And since I'm the only one with multiple lives,
I was made for this.
this means I have to exit the space station and therefore I receive a booster pack. Basically a jetpack. To get to the anomaly I need to ride a fluid transport. The interference from the anomaly causes the fluid transport to malfunction and we have to bail the ship. I don't jump in time though, so I die anyway.
The captain goes down with his ship.
Turns out not even Jack Sparrow can best the devil.
After being rescued from David Jones's locker, we decide that getting up close and personal with the anomaly isn't an option. Captain Rhodes believes that we can repurpose a geological sensor to do it. There's just one problem. Or, well, three. There's been failures at both the container field, processing line and the primary dig site. Those need to be fixed. I decided to start at the primary dig site, as I had been eyeing it earlier. And I'm gonna be honest, I spent way too long here just running around like a lost puppy because I didn't listen to Olivia when she gave me instructions. I eventually made some progress through trial and error, and then I came across the slippery ass fuel rod. Which I don't know if it was a bug or I was just messing up that bad with holding the grip button. But we finally managed to get the dig site up and running, constructed new service units to man the location, as well as this one we found in a cave system.
Liv, I found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and, well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
But onto the container field. Here we had to search for the container leaking radioactive matter, which when I finally did, decided to deny fluid transport. So we just uncoupled the container. Now we can continue on to the processing line. Looks easy enough. Oh, fuck. After removing stock unit parts and dying once, we can finally move on to the main objective on our hands. Scanning the anomaly. After setting the whole caboodle up, the anomaly sends out yet another energy spike and shuts down the whole operation. Luckily only the fuse was blown, so quick fix and we're back online. We pick up some audio before another spike of energy hits us.
I picked up something on the oscilloscope. I'm patching the audio through. Do you hear that?
Aliens?
What the hell is this? Ah!
Liv. Olivia.
Jack, I need you. Find a Fury transport and get back here now.
Olivia's foot is stuck. As I'm trying to get Olivia's foot unstuck, another energy spike hits us.
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Rebooting.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing? Oh,
Cutting
shit!
tool back online.
Incoming,
Liv.
Jack! Cut the panel!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine.
Station hull compromised.
That wave's gonna hit us, Jack! Hurry!
Catastrophic.
That's it! You got it! Wait! Shit! Come on!
Our echo unit is destroyed and we reboot into another. The Cronus 2 has been destroyed by debris and we are informed that Captain Rhodes have gone to the alien ship to seek refuge. Yeah, we follow. On our way there we notice an unfamiliar biomass engulfing one of our satellites. We're able to turn the satellite back on, pinpointing Captain Rhodes to be inside of the alien spaceship. We also decide to investigate the biomass. Note to self, do not touch. With that out of the way, we can continue to the spaceship. And I gotta say, this is one of the times where I felt the most immersed in a game. I kept saying how scared I was flying towards the spaceship, but it's more a feeling of uneasiness than fear. Approaching an entirely alien spaceship with a dangerous biomass infesting it, not to mention the sheer size of it, I mean, it is colossal. And I don't know what's in there. There could be an alien creature in there wanting to tear me apart and eat my soul. It's just a feeling there isn't really no way for me to accurately describe to someone who hasn't experienced it. So if you intend on playing this game yourself, please come again after playing the game yourself. For those of you still watching, get ready for a contender of my favorite VR games. As we approach Olivia's abandoned Fury transport, we find a beacon. Upon scanning it, we receive a voice message from Olivia.
To anyone receiving this message, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes.
She has chosen to venture deeper into the spacecraft in search of consistent supply of oxygen. So we go deeper, being very careful not to touch any biomass. No, get going, bitch. We managed to restore power to the section without any more hiccups, and then familiarize ourselves with the new door mechanisms. Through door number 1, we find ourselves in a room full of parts. Heart beating in my chest, I open the first part and out comes nothing. It was empty. Empty. We reroute the electricity to an opening mechanism, and out comes these kind of spores. Hitting one damages your radiation shield. We continue through a huge cluster of biomass and find ourselves in a room full of warheads, suggesting that this ship was made for big battles in space. Star Wars. A hologram appears, and again a bit later. Friend or foe, with no explanation, we're forced to continue, though feeling even less comfortable with the situation. There's something in here. What is that? What are those sounds, bro? I don't like it. I don't like it. These cysts explode in the vicinity of technology, so we should probably stay at a safe distance from them. I do my best to avoid them, but while focusing on them, my hand hits the biomass above my head, and well, you know how it goes by now. This is where I take fault with the game, though, or at least don't understand the reason behind it. But there's parts for echo units within the alien spacecraft, which I understand in a gameplay aspect, as it would suck to have to go all the way through the ship upon each death. It would just be more realistic though. But on we go. We enter this huge room while I'm simultaneously deciding on a pizza place with my brother. And then there, express pizza there. After a quick pizza talk, I descend down to the main panel.
What have we here? Echo Unit Prototype Android. Obsolete design. Designation Jack.
The AI who goes by Apollo is in need of help and proposes a bargain. We have no choice but to accept. We refill the heatsink and then restore his power cores, only interrupted by me actually ordering said pizza. I got a deep dish pizza with loads of meat, by the way. After restoring Apollo's systems, he asked for yet another favor.
That wasn't our arrangement, Apollo. You're supposed to help me find Liv.
In order to find Olivia, we need to release an active captain from a life pod to get access to the ship's diagnostic systems. It looks like we actually have to do what I feared earlier. Find and release one of the earlier inhabitants of the ship. But to do that we need to first restore the main power source to the ship. Sounds like a lot of benefits for Apollo here. Maybe he's trying to trick us into giving him power. But once again we left no choice but to follow orders in order to find our captain. We go through yet another huge cluster of biomass, even needing to thread the needle per se a few times. But we make it through in one piece. Now to restore that power. We go through systems of almost tunnels in search of power cores, charging them up at charging stations and plugging them into the machine. Boom. Power. We can now continue down to the life pods. And... humans? Nonetheless, Atlas uniforms. The same company we work for. Apollo informs us that the Kronos station was destroyed 400 years ago, and Captain Olivia Rhodes was reported missing. Every crew member of Apollo's was dead. After extracting the diagnostic systems from a crew member, we log in and find there's someone attempting to access the environmental controls. It must be Olivia. Before tracking her down, a distress call from the Kronos 2 station appears.
Emergency. Urgent distress call follows. Kronos 2 station compromised. Life support failure. All hands have abandoned ship.
Your station. It shouldn't exist.
Which means that we didn't go 400 years into the future, Apollo went 400 years into the past. On our way to Olivia, we passed through a highly radiated area, and I tried to calculate the safest route. I ended up just going right through and as fast as possible though. And then we found her.
Liv?
Jack! Jack, you're here. You're really here.
Are you injured?
Olivia is running low on oxygen, so we need to help her get the area stabilized and deoxygenated or whatever that's called. We once again risk our necks to get some generators started, which then starts plasma beams to turn on the main reactor. Now we just have to pass through the hardest biomass area to get back to Olivia and get oxygen for her. But the area which we're located has taken so much damage that we're unable to stabilize for oxygen. The last place stable enough to get oxygen back up is the bridge. So Apollo connects to one of our Fury transporters to get us there faster. On the way there, Olivia's oxygen supply runs dangerously low and she takes a few naps.
Olivia, wake up.
What? Yeah. I'm here. I'm awake.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just give me a minute.
Once in the bridge, Olivia's oxygen drains completely and we're forced to put it into an emergency medical capsule. After getting the oxygen levels normal, she's already lost so much oxygen that she goes into cardiac arrest.
Liv? Olivia.
Negative respiration. She's still not breathing.
Please. Liv, wake up!
Ventricular fibrillation. She's going into cardiac arrest.
What can I do?
There's an emergency defibrillator.
I try to help her, but... Come on. Fuck, bro, come on. I'm sweating. Man, it's hard. We managed to bring her back.
Jack?
But new problem. The plasma reactor we fixed earlier has taken damage and needs an energy source if we want to stay alive. The only solution Apollo sees is making a lightspeed jump, the same way he got transported 400 years into the past. There's no other way. The energy that we gather from a lightspeed jump will stabilize the reactor. We do it and we get transported 400 years into the future.
Jack, are you alright?
We're stuck in time. This video is definitely dragging out, so I'll make my last words quick. This game is absolutely phenomenal and I even left out a bunch of details for time. But Lone Echo 2 is a thing. We'll play that on the channel at some point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe and have a good day.
USN Estrella, this is Transport Cruiser Juno. Do you copy?
Liv, you should answer them.